Good afternoon. Just here because I actually have time. Thought I was going to be going to the Springs and taking my daughters there today, but it rained this morning early on, and you're having to get there early because of the 50% capacity, and they've got a restaurant there. So it really makes it to where you have to get up early. And I was up early, but it was raining really bad, and it was kind of continuing throughout. And then by the time I woke back up, it was about 9, and I didn't really want a chance going there unless it was full already, which it probably wouldn't have been, but then it acted like it was going to be raining at around 1 or 2. Now I guess it's going to be later. And because I'm in Florida, as you might know, there's like tropical depressions. Hurricane season started today, and we've already had a few tropical depressions. So I do not have any liquor or wine to actually review on here today because I was drinking Nage a Trois, which I've already reviewed. Check that out. This is a nice red blend. I got 2 of them on Friday for $8 at Walgreens, but they're normally like $10. And I have done a lot of these. This is how I got introduced to this, was I actually did a promo first. Then my husband bought it one day for Valentine's Day after that, and I really come to like it. I'm trying to not show my dog bowls because they're dirty and my husband didn't get to those. Not the dog bowls, but where they sit. I really don't like having this white kitchen. I wish I could redo it. It's from 1957. I like the size of it, but I still don't have my oven yet, and this is here because this is broke. So I thought I was going to make shrimp Alfredo tonight, but it kind of seems a little heavy to me, and I don't have Alfredo sauce, even though I could probably make it. But then I started thinking, because of how hot it is, that I don't really feel like having anything that heavy. So I think I'm just going to make it light and put like garlic and some lemon and salt and pepper and just like saute some shrimp and maybe some rice and a vegetable, because I got to get more vegetables and salad for my rabbit tomorrow and my family, which I really miss whenever I used to have more things growing here. That's another reason I'll kind of be glad to move from here, but at the same time, it's going to be hard because I have been here 20 years and I did raise my kids here. But anyway, right now my younger daughter is out bike riding a little bit and went to the park because they finally opened, and it's kind of close to our house, with one of her friends. So that gets her out. She has seen like 2 of her friends since one she saw during the time, because right when it happened they were already around anyways, and we knew we all weren't sick and we all weren't going anywhere. So they kind of stayed around, but they only see each other a little bit. And then the other one she started seeing, that she's been going to school with the whole time, pretty much her whole life. She started seeing her again about a month ago, and it's been there a little bit here and there. But mainly the last 2.5 months, as with a lot of people, I've been homeschooling, which was okay until the last couple weeks. That was a meltdown. Then come to find out we may be doing that next year. Hopefully not all year. Hopefully not at all, because I have like 3 to 4 jobs. But my main jobs are sampling the liquor and the wine and the beauty and food. And then my other kind of main job when that's not going on is substitute teaching. Finally did start getting a little bit of unemployment. They still owe me quite a bit. Didn't do anything that I was supposed to do to the house, the roof, all this, because when this happened I was like, well, it's a good thing I didn't do that, because during the summer I usually don't work unless it's promos or tutoring. Like I am still tutoring this one boy, and we've been having to meet at the park. Well, like I said, my younger daughter went there today because the park opened. So I don't know, we're supposed to meet tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to meet at the park or the library, because the library also opened, and me and my daughter are going to try to go there tomorrow to finally get some movies, because we have not been to the library since March, and we usually go to the library for books and movies about every week. I've just always had my girls into all that. But the homeschooling wasn't too bad because I do teach and I do tutor, and I have a bachelor's, so I do understand the material, even though the geometry that she started doing was things I felt like college. So that was the first packet. We just got done with the second packet that we are dropping off tomorrow. And she does have a phone, and we do have technology here, but we have our phone. So if you don't have internet, which I don't feel like we need internet, but obviously I'm probably going to be having to get internet because I don't really know what's ahead with my jobs. And I mean, I really actually like the packet better for Ivy because it's my younger daughter. Because she didn't have to be on the computer all day. I mean, she would have to work mainly, like at first, especially 4 to 5 hours a week. But then it started getting 2 to 3 hours, and then the last week or two was like an hour or so. But we also had to do PE. She's also been helping with the house about painting and redoing wallpaper and stuff. She's learning that. I want to get her back into cooking more. Her and her sister used to help me with like peanut butter cookies, cakes, sometimes dinner, but since this has all happened and things that's been going on, that's not been going on. So that's going to be a big thing this summer I want to do with her. But I still want her to also have her fun because with all this, it's been devastating for everyone. And my heart really goes out to the seniors, people that were graduating from 5th grade, going on to 6th grade next year that may not even be entering it normally. They did not enter, or they did not leave 5th grade normally. Grade going into 9th grade, that's another bad one. I mean, I know people may do and you have to make do, and I'm not trying to be down about it all, but it's just something else. It's like, I finally went to the mall, not this Friday we just had, but the last Friday, because I also used to work at the Whiny Winch, which they ask me a lot of times by holidays, but I'm usually so busy with other things. This holiday I might be working there, but who knows if they'll even need me. Because literally, like only 30 to 40% of the mall was open. And I don't really like going to the mall a lot. But since I started working there, and then I used to get discounts on certain things there, and then other, like Godiva, but that went out before this even happened. The mall that's by me is very dead. So this is really going to do damage, as you can already see. And so anyways, I went there and I got the 2 Trump wines. And no, I don't want to get into politics because between this virus and politics, I'm so done with both. I believe that the president's a spokesperson. I don't really believe one man runs the whole show. I believe it's to divide us. I'm so tired of it all. And ever since 2016, though, it has been leading up to this point. And that's my opinion. But I got 2 Trump wines because I wanted to put one away from 2016 when he was elected, and I do like them. But I actually like the Auspician that I've done a promo or a review on here. I've never promoted it because I only find it at that store. So I'm thinking about trying to get a case of that coming up because I'm not doing these jobs and it's just cheaper to buy bulk. And I haven't had my scotch in months. The last one I had of that, it lasted me a few months. Last year I was getting, like, this is one of the cognac shirts I wore last year for Martell. That was very good. And then I always had things around. I would maybe have to pick up some here or there, or my husband would pick me up some here and there. Which him and I like craft beer. We did drink some of that Friday, and I have not reviewed that beer yet. So that'll be a thing that I maybe do. But usually we have 2 or 3 while we're eating, because lately our date nights have been more inside and getting the food and coming home with the drinks and movie, which sometimes we like to do anyway. So basically, when I got the 2 wines for free, I mean not for free, but with a discount, I was supposed to get this glass, Baby Yoda, free for purchasing them. And they usually charge anywhere, because it's the mall and they're a little bit overpriced, but she makes some very nice ones. They charge anywhere from $12 to maybe $20 for the glass. I think they had it $16.95 on this. So I got this free for getting the 2 wines. And I have one that I had my husband put up and one that I drink. And I can't remember if I did a preview of the one that I drank or the one that I put away. So that I haven't looked back on. So I've been excited to get this. And then I'm just going to have a little bit, not really so sure I'm in the mood to drink wine. I don't know. Personally, I'm getting tired of drinking. Not that I drink lots, But I can tell compared to when I was doing my promos and just everything going on, I don't have as much. Not that I ever really have a lot anyway, because usually I only drink maybe a half a bottle of wine, sometimes a whole bottle. Beers, 2 to 3, and usually all this stuff I eat with. And then scotch, maybe ending up, because I put a little at a time, as you would see with my video, because I love the Glenlivet scotch. But that's the one I want to get. The big one's the best dill. But that would maybe be a half a glass to a glass. So I think it's because it's so hot and just not really getting to get out in the atmosphere to actually drink. I don't like bars, but I like to go out to eat and drink. I like to eat and drink mainly. And I don't know. I do miss my kombucha. I like that. I did Wild Tonic. I also have videos of that. I did it with alcohol and without alcohol. And I actually like the one without alcohol. But it's a little bit of drive from here, and I haven't worked any of those jobs. And I had like, I believe all the way to July or August, I had like just 20 jobs lined up with that one. So yeah, it's been, I have talked to mostly every one of the 7 companies I do work for. Of course, when substitute teaching goes back, when school goes back to normal, I'm going to probably most likely go back to that, unless I can't handle the guidelines. But I don't even know if they're going to have us go back until it's settled. If it gets settled, what's ever been going on with this, I don't know. And then there's been so much going on with the riots and the Aubrey, I think I'm saying it right, Sean Reed, George Floyd, I'm pretty sure. And I've wanted to talk about that, but it's like I don't have much time. I don't feel like I can get my mind straight, especially when I was doing the school. I think that my mind will start getting back straight. Because there's not going to be all this schoolwork and these teachers to email and all this work to make sure my daughter's doing right. And at the end, she literally would write, "This is a paragraph" in her essay. I'm like, you're going to write a sentence, "This is a paragraph"? And that was a blow up. That was last week. So I'm glad that's done. I'm just kind of like, you know, unemployment is a little bit smoother, but they don't have the right date of when I stopped working, so I had to change that Friday. Today it's been slammed. It's always closed at 9. It's always closed on weekends, so I was like, I'm not even trying to look at that later. We drop off her packet tomorrow, and I've got to get 5 folders because it looks like, it doesn't even look like a month or so of work. It looks like it's like 4 or 5 months worth of work. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm glad that's done. We will make do and do what we have to do. But I don't know. A lot of things may be changing for me as well as a lot of people coming up in fall. I'm kind of just not really trying to get another job because I still have all these jobs. It just depends when they open and which one goes back first. Granted, the unemployment's only for a certain amount of time, but that might be prolonged as well, as what I've seen. Because now it's prolonged about finding work. And now my insurance company for my car is giving me shelter-in-place refund again for June. And then I thought I saw something, but I didn't look at this, that unemployment is going to go perhaps to 36 weeks. It seems like I saw that a month ago. And I was thinking, okay, well, that seems like they know this is going to go longer. Then I went on to a couple of YouTube videos, parodies of this craziness. And some people said, well, I hate to tell you, it was teachers, actually. They hate to tell you, but they've already got in place for distance learning. Be prepared to do this next year. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe they're just prolonging it because it makes it better in everyone's mind that it's going to end sooner than it actually is, when it's actually going to be later. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? So yes, I do like the Baby Yoda. I think that's cute. Not really a big Star Trek fan, but I've always liked him, and I've always liked when he was older, and I don't remember, and please bear with me, which Star Trek it was, but it's the older Star Treks that they were out in the, I think it was part 2 though, I don't think it was one. You know, the original Luke, Princess Leia. And they were out in the woods or whatever, and I just remember like Yoda, but the older Yoda, talking to... Oh, that's just great. Things are possessed around here. I do not even know why that just fell. But hello. Not starting this video over because I'm kind of rambling, but I just kind of wanted to tell everyone that the reasons why I haven't really been on here for videos, which before all this madness, I already had my own madness. So that's another story that you'll have to watch other videos to find out. But then I have my oven not really working, so I kind of feel like I'm having to make the same kind of foods. I mean, we do use the grill sometimes, but my husband mainly grills. I mainly cook, but he does cook somewhat, and he mainly grills. So I haven't been able to really do different recipes in that. I'm thinking I'm going to try to do a different recipe in the crock pot. And it seems like when I can get on here, I'm cooking some of the same things that I've already cooked, but that's because we have these things at least once a month or so. Like we have oxtails now at least once or twice a month. We have shrimp at least 2-3 times a month. You know, just, we have empanadas once or twice a month. We have ribs once or twice a month. I can't make any stuffed shells. I can't make any stuffed peppers, even though I think I can make that stuff in the crock pot. But I should have my oven before the next time I go major grocery shopping in a couple weeks. So, and like I said, I haven't really felt like discussing what's going on. And when I'm able to just talk about some of the true crime that I want to talk about, it's never a good time where I'm having to do some mommy duties. So, I'm hoping this week I can get on here about some of these recent crimes that have happened and talk about them. As far as like drinks, everything I plan on really getting is stuff I've already drank and done a preview on. So that may be a little bit. But I'm going to have a little bit. I don't think I'm going to drink much today. There's not much left anyways. I use a lot of red wine for cooking mainly too. But just hang in there, everyone. Stay as safe as possible. Hopefully all this craziness goes away. I know 2020 is like a nightmare, but we'll get through it.